This lighting makes me look cross-eyed, but oh well. Hey guys. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in forever. I'm an excellent content creator. Trust me, I had 2 other videos that I was legit going to film like this weekend, next week, but this album came out like just today, and as you can see, I wasn't prepared for it, so I legit grabbed my camera and my mic and everything for this nice lovely late night reaction. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Here's a funny story. I actually discovered Death Grips not that long ago, and you know what, we'll do a nice little story time with Tactics. I came across this one album of another fellow artist named JPEG Mafia with his album Veteran that came out this year, and this album put me into a giant spiral of experimental music and experimental rap, or what I like to call it, what the fuck rap. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it actually took me quite a while to really get into JPEG Mafia. After I really started liking and enjoying the album, the more I listened to it, I stumbled upon Death Grips, and I was like, oh, what's this album? The Money Store? Well, let's check it out. And I have never been so confused and scared from listening to an album before. To me, JPEG Mafia was like a little teaspoon to what Death Grips was feeding me, you know? Hopefully that analogy made sense. I'm probably just rambling. But yeah, I listened to The Money Store, and then I was like, you know what? It's actually still really weird, but maybe if I give it a few more listens, I'll probably like it. And to be honest, I'm still kind of at that stage right now. I'm learning to really love The Money Store, especially Hustle Bones, and I've seen footage because holy shit, those are so good. Anyway, Year of the Snitch. I'm still getting used to Death Grips, so I don't really know how this is gonna play out. I've listened to Streaky, and it's very, very good. So without further ado, come with me into this hellhole of whatever the fuck. Track 1 is Death Grips is Online. Oh! Okay, hold on. First off, there's a lot going on. My brain is still processing what's going on. And Death Grips likes to do this thing where they kind of essentially tone out the lyrics. So I'm going to have to look the lyrics up later to really see what the fuck MC Ride's talking about. This song reminds me of like it sounds like an intro song to like an action cartoon TV show or something. It's just so interesting. I'm like speechless. Okay, track 2 is Flies. Oh my gosh. I don't really know how to comment on stuff like this. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. One thing I do like about Death Grips, which is just so interesting, is it's like if they got a bunch of different songs and then just kind of mashed them together. For example, one part would be sounding a certain way, and all of a sudden it would like switch into a whole different, like, essentially sounding like a whole different song. And it's just really, like, interesting and weird to just listen to that. Like, it does still throw me off a bit, but it's just really cool to see how they structure their songs and all that stuff. Oh shit. Okay, track 3 is Black Paint. Okay. It's like a rock sound to it. Oh, I like it. I actually kind of like Black Paint. I really like the rock and like guitar in there. I don't really know how to like analyze, essentially give my thoughts on these songs right as of right now into words. I don't know. I just need to like get used to this type of music. I'm not saying that I hate it. I'm just saying that I just have to like warm up to this, you know? But yeah, Black Paint is actually really nice. I actually really enjoyed that track. Track 4 is Linda's in Custody. Oh my, wait. Okay. We have this breakdown, I'm guessing. I know that there's lyrics being spoken, but it's just so like altered and muffled that I honestly have no clue what they're saying, so in the review I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics to all these songs. Track 5 I think is the horn section. The horn section. This is very sporadic. It feels like I'm in a distorted video game that's been ruled with bugs and like weird viruses or something. Thankfully that this track is only a minute long. Like, it's very all over the place. I don't know if I like it, I don't know if I don't, I'm just listening to this. Track 6 is Hahaha. Oh my. Oh my. Wait, hold on. This is actually pretty good though, what the hell? Oh, shit. Ooh, okay. So this song is a good example of what I was talking about earlier, with how Death Grips likes to construct their songs by essentially mashing together what seems like two or three different types of songs. For one part, it sounds like this kind of punk rocky type vibe, and then it like switches like that into this dark, kind of mysterious, eerie, sort of video game like vibe. Track 7 is Shitshow. The fact that they are making screams beats into oh my. I feel like I'm in hell right now. I'm scared. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. It's like almost 12 o'clock. I'm definitely not sleeping tonight. This song's definitely a shit show. And then you have Streaky next. Okay. Streaky's track 8. And I really like Streaky, so I'm gonna play it. Yeah! Okay. If you want to start listening to Death Grips, specifically if you want to start with this album, I do recommend Streaky, since it's a bit more, I guess, towards the mainstream sounds. Like, if you compare this to Shitshow, then hopefully you get what I mean. But it's just, I don't know, a bit more structured, I guess, and I obviously enjoy it. So if you are very new to Death Grips, kind of like me, then yeah, listen to Streaky, because it's actually really, really nice. Alright. Track 9's Dilemma. I don't really know how to feel on this song because it has like this really slow kind of like trumpet sound, and then it has this very, very fast kind of uplifting beats to it, and it kind of clashes, but in a good way. So I don't I don't know. I honestly have no clue how to like commentate on what I'm hearing right now. You know what? I'm just gonna sit back and let the sounds consume me. What's going on in this song? I like the rock influences. Track 10, Little Richard. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I feel like I'm in like a boss battle with like Siri, evil Siri or some shit. Okay, track 11 is The Fear.
I just drink blood, dude.
Same. The sound for this song is like it like sounds happy, at the same time it sounds like dark. It's super weird. So you know how, you know, track 10, it sounded like as if I was like about to be in a boss battle with like some evil robot or like evil Siri, as what I called it. Well, this sounds like I am currently low on health and I'm about to die to evil Siri. Oh wow. The fact that they find like ways to actually rap over these instrumentals is amazing to me. Okay. Welcome to Insanity. Track 12 is outro. Even though there is a track 13, but track 12 is outro. So you know, this sounds like I just died from evil Siri. From track 10. Track 13 is Disappointed. Why does it sound good though? I feel like I'm being like shot at. I don't know, man. That was Year of the Snitch. The only words I can think of right now that are popping in my mind are, what the fuck? Okay, there are some good songs. I'm not gonna lie. Black Paint is really nice. Hahaha. Beautiful. Streaky. Yes. Little Richard. Right now, I can say that these four I definitely enjoy most right now. And obviously you have your, what I'm going to call, actual audio representations of Insanity. And it's like, actually, to be honest, it does sound like I am listening to exactly what's going on in like MC Wright's head. Like as if he was having like a breakdown or something, or like he's really anxious or something like that. Because to be honest, in the last track, Disappointment, I honestly feel like that song legit represents what sometimes is going on in my brain too. So in a way, this music is relatable. But yeah, I definitely have to get used to this type of sound. Death Grips is definitely something. I don't even know if I'm gonna give like a rating to this album, because I'm just so not used to this type of genre of alternative experimental rap. Hey guys, Audio Me here. So, as I've listened to the album more, I've learned to just stop questioning what was going on in these songs and to just listen for what it is. This really helped me enjoy the tracks more, even though they are hectic, bizarre, and even uncomfortable at some moments. This album makes me feel like I'm trapped in a broken video game, which for some reason has a bit of Guitar Hero in its soundtrack. It also makes me feel like I'm listening to someone's brain as they're going through some shit, whether that be stress, anger, anxiety, sadness, whatever. Even tracks like Shitshow, The Fear, and Disappointed have been actual audible representations of some of the shit my head goes through. If someone were to be like, oh, what's wrong? I just send them a song like Shitshow and be like, oh, that's what's going on in my brain, thanks. As mentioned in the reaction, I did look at some of the lyrics to these songs, and they're just as chaotic as the production. I've never seen lyrics like that before. They look more like dark, flowery poems if you just read them without listening to the song, and I kind of understand why they muffle MC Ride's voice a lot. If you were to clearly hear what he's saying, you're going to be more confused and more likely to start pinpointing and questioning not only the production, but also the words and what they mean, which might just make you like the album less. And later on, I might go back and really read into the lyrics to understand what the context is behind them. Anyways, moving on to my favorite tracks, which are Streaky, Black Paint, Hahaha, The Fear, and Disappointed, in no particular order. I don't even have an issue with tracks as crazy as the horn section and Shitshow. Even though they were so in your face, they were only around a minute and a half long, so it didn't drag out to the point where something so crazy would start sounding repetitive and annoying. The only tracks I had problems with were Linda's in Custody and Lil Richard. For Linda's in Custody, it was a little flat, and I wish there were just more elements that helped the song stand out more. As for Lil Richard, even though I did like it in the reaction, I just really wish that they added more to this 2-minute song. Just for those two tracks, I just wish that they just made them stand out more and really have like a stance in the album like some of the other songs. Overall, if I can sum up this album in a few words, it would be something along the lines of chaotically beautiful. It sounds really cheesy, but yeah, that's essentially what it is. But if you want to start listening to Death Grips, you have to essentially change the way you think and perceive things. The more you question what's going on with the production or the lyrics, I feel like you have a higher chance of disliking it, and it's going to be harder for you to get used to their sound. You just have to accept the unorthodox music. This kind of mindset has helped me not only enjoy this album, but also The Money Store a bit more. I'm definitely gonna check out more of Death Grip stuff. I'm not gonna put a rating on this since I just don't really know if I can with how little listening experience I have with experimental rap to know what I like and what I don't like, if that makes any sense. I will say this, however, Year of the Snitch might be in my top 10 this year. So yeah, check out Year of the Snitch, it's definitely something. Leave your opinions in the comments below, whether you like it, whether you hate it. If you just have opinions on Death Grips overall, that's welcome in the comment section too. Follow my Instagram and links in the description below. I'm also going to be posting like half-year top album thing really soon, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.